Hello everyone. In this video, I want to show you how you can relieve a foot pain. People experience foot pain usually when they sit a lot, when they wear tight shoes or uncomfortable shoes, when they are on their feet all day, or runners, walkers. So there's a lot of reasons why you may feel that foot pain, and it could be really annoying and sometimes really interfere with your daily life. You may sleep worse, and especially when you get up in the morning, you probably put your feet on the floor and you feel like your feet are so tight, they feel like they're made of wood, and you can't start walking normally. It takes like an hour for the pain to go away, and whatever you tried, it probably didn't work, and that's why you are here. So chronic foot pain usually falls under the diagnoses such as plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendonitis, sometimes shin splints, but it doesn't matter very much what your diagnosis is. What matters is that you have pain in your foot, in your calf probably, and it really doesn't let you live normal life. So we want to get rid of the pain first and relieve that pain, and to restore muscle imbalance so you can have good alignment and normal functioning of your foot. We're going to work on muscle and fascia around your foot and your calf. So usually the fascia gets very tight in the foot and around the calf due to muscle imbalance. And if your foot is in a constant contraction, in a constant wrong position, or in a static position, you don't move it a lot, you don't stretch it enough, you do not strengthen the right muscles to walk as much as you need to walk, or to sit all day, then you experience those imbalances. And to release the fascia, first we're gonna use the very simple but powerful tools such as a bowl made of cork, massage comb made of wood, and this tool known for people who are into facial massages and beauty. It's called Gua Sha. It's made of wood. Now a little bit about these tools. So please watch my video on how to do a self-myofascial release, part 1, where I explain about the Cork products and why Cork is so good for your fascia. I also explain a little bit more about what fascia is in that video and why it is so important for our whole body support. These two tools are, as I mentioned, they're made of wood. So the brief history of these tools is that actually they were used already in the Stone Age, Paleolithic era. And at that time, people made those tools for various reasons, and they were already used for the body support, for the circulation improvement, pain relief. And at that time, they were made of wood, and sometimes they were made of the horns of the animals, sometimes from the leather. But then later in Chinese Empire, they were made of various metals and oftentimes from various stones, such as crystals. I chose wood because wood and cork structure is really similar to fascial structure. And you're also gonna need some carrier oil to lubricate those tools. So you can use coconut oil or you can use grapeseed oil. Those are very good for the skin. Or you can use this fascial wax that I chose. And if you watched my previous videos, you know that I really like this company that makes products for the fascial release. And this is the company called Fascial. You will find all the links for these products in the description box below this video. So this product, the wax, is 100% natural, made of natural materials. why I like it so much, because it doesn't leave the greasiness on the skin. It has a warming effect, which is great when you want to release the soft tissue, and it also lubricates the skin. So your fascia around your foot and your calf looks similar to this model on my leg. So as I explained previously, if you are wearing, for instance, too tight shoes, or you're wearing high heels all day, or you are sitting and holding your foot like this all day, this gets very tight. Your muscles here, they become also very tight, and they pull onto the fascia, this transparent tissue on your foot, and the circulation is cut off, all the fluid is cut off, your lymphatic drainage stops, and this is very tight, no movement, inflammation happens, and pain happens. Especially people feel more pain towards the end of the day or first thing in the morning, and sometimes people can't sleep because of pain. The first thing you want to do to get rid of the foot pain, you have to release the muscles in the back of your calf. You can do that various ways, and I made the whole video for that. It's called How to Do a Self-Myofascial Release Part 3 Calves, where I demonstrate how you can use just a dough roller and release the calf. Now, once you release that, then you have to start working on your foot. And first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna use this little ball made of cork to release the muscles and the fascia that covers the sole of the foot. So this is very simple exercise. You're just gonna put the ball on the floor, put your foot, you can do this in standing or in sitting, but first don't put the whole body weight, just start rolling back and forth along the lines of your arch through the whole foot, and maybe stop in the areas where you feel more restricted, more pain, and hold it for 2 to 3 breaths in and out, and then keep rolling again, and do this for no more than 5 minutes until you feel a relief in your foot. You may also stop in the middle of the foot where a lot of pressure happens when we stand, when we walk, and this is kind of painful for a lot of people, but you can adjust how much pressure you want and hold it for 2 to 3 breaths in and out. And then keep rolling the ball forward and backwards a couple more times. And then stop. Now we're gonna use the Gua Sha tool for the foot. So as I mentioned, this is more of a beauty product, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a tool. What matters most is how we use it and when we use it. So I'm gonna put some wax, or you can put the oil, it's your choice, on your foot and on your calf. That's where we're gonna work the most. So don't put too much, because if you put too much, you have more of a sliding effect and you don't affect the tissues that much. Now that you have your oil or your wax spread on your foot and on your calf, you can pick the edge you feel more comfortable first. And this is definitely more round and less sharp, so you can start from that and gently start from the ball of your foot all the way to your heel, making moves with this tool. Now that you see the model of the fascia, it's almost like we're trying to unwrinkle and even the tissue. So if you feel it's not enough, then you can use a sharper and more rounded edge. And you can also adjust the effect, how deep and how sharp you want to go with the angle of the stool. Okay, so you do this for about 5 minutes on one area, and then you move to another area, the back of the calf. And you already put the oil or the wax, and you start working from the heel all the way up, almost to your popliteal area, which is here, the back side of your knee. And I chose a sharper edge right away because I know this is such a muscular area, and oftentimes it needs stronger pressure and sharper angle and sharper edges. Now here is your Achilles tendon, where you can work with the very edge of the stool, and sometimes it's really tight around here. So you really have to look where are those tighter areas, and where do you want to press more, where do you want to press less, and where do you want to use a sharper edge, or where do you want to use more rounded edges. And you can see how the fascia gets more and more even. And then you're going to need to affect the other side of your calf. Yes, and you see again how the fascia gets more even with less wrinkles and less areas that are too flappy or too bubbly, where fluid stands and inflammation happens. We don't want that. Then you can also work on the front of the calf, because sometimes these muscles and fascia is really tight too, from standing or from walking a lot or from making steps. So you can also release that fascia here. And also work for about 5 minutes on one area. Okay, now we're going to use the massage combs pretty much the same way, except the combs, they give you almost like a real massage effect, even better, because you have a lot more pressure adjustment with the combs than you would have with your hands. So you would do the same thing. You would start from the ball of your foot and start moving, and now you can feel where there are deeper areas and more specific points, maybe where you want to stop and hold it, or you can use the end of the stool and just keep the pressure like that for a couple of seconds and keep moving the tool. Again, you can adjust the angle, and that's how you adjust the pressure. Yeah. And then you move to the calf area. Again, here is your Achilles. It's really good for Achilles because now you can massage Achilles from both sides and release the pain if you have one here. And some people have it really bad. And now you move on to the back of your calf. And again, now you can feel where you need to press more and hold it maybe, and where you want to move. And this is definitely a deeper effect with a comb than with a Gua Sha. So that's why we started with the Gua Sha first. And then we move on to the comb. And then you want to do the other side from the back. Yeah, and stop where you need to stop and apply more pressure. And you can even use the end of the pressure point. Make sure your muscle is relaxed so you drop your foot. Okay, and you can also do the side and the front of your calf as well. And do this for 5 minutes in one area. And the last thing you want to do is to stretch your calf and stretch your sole of the foot to restore a normal range of motion. So first you're going to need a couple towels and put your heel on the towels, and maybe you can use the wall in front of you. I use the chair in my case, and just try to move forward by pushing your heel down, and this way you feel the stretch in your calf, and hold it for about 2 to 3 breaths in and out, and then slowly come back and repeat a couple more times. Hold it, and maybe this time you can go further, make a bigger lunge and hold it. Breathe in and breathe out. Couple more times. Breathe in and breathe out, and then come back, and then move the towels away and try to put the heel down and see how much stretch you need. This is a deeper stretch, so be careful, don't go too far. You don't want to rip your muscles apart, but you want a gentle relieving stretch. And hold this by breathing in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. So this is how you stretch the calf. And lastly, we're going to stretch your foot. So put your heels on the towels and move forward, and try to push your heel down by moving forward. Okay, and hold this for about 2 to 3 breaths in and out. And this time you feel the stretch in your Achilles tendon and in your sole of your foot. And if it's not enough stretch, then you move the towel away and you just focus on pushing your heel down towards the floor and holding this position for about 2 to 3 breaths in and out. So inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, and one more time. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose, and if you want more stretch, then you come up with your body and then you push your heel down, and you will really have to feel it in your Achilles and in your sole of your foot. And hold this for about 2 to 3 breaths in and out. So this was the video on how to relieve a foot pain. I hope you find it beneficial. I hope it helps you to get rid of your foot pain and live pain-free and enjoy your life to the fullest. Subscribe to my channel for weekly videos and like the video if you like it. And for personal coaching, you can contact me through my website. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in my other videos.